competence. So what we're leading to is building a number of competencies in various areas and being confident in those areas. An idea about competence, this is from Bourdieu's work. He split things into three areas: expertise capital, operational capital, and social capital. So think of these three aspects and applying it to individuals. So expertise capital relates to research, other approaches to developing knowledge and expertise. So what do you know? What stuff do you know? That's the expertise aspect of it, expertise capital. And I think in institutions, we're big on expertise capital. We know stuff, we have knowledge in the university system. Where we're less aware, I think, is operational capital and social capital. Operational capital, that relates to how things are done. And social capital relates to, as you might expect, people you know within a particular area. So let me show you an example, and I'd encourage you to think about your own capital, your own competencies, and think of it in these three ways, because it can actually help you expand upon what it is you can do, because sometimes we're actually quite narrow in what we think we can do based on a particular idea. So if we come back to the writing one, I reckon if you have published an academic paper, then you can say you've got some expertise in academic writing, and that might be what you say. You've had a peer review process, you've got a commercial publisher, and they're going to publish your work. So I think you can say you've got some expertise. Sometimes we're quite coy about this. But what else is there? So you've got expertise in writing, and that's publishing academic paper or article. But if we think more broadly, you have got expertise in the writing process. And in employability terms, this may be applicable elsewhere, because it may be a novel, for example, is a completely different sort of work, but there will be review stages, I'm sure. There'll be rewrites, there'll be feedback from reviewers. You know, eventually there's proofreading of the final copy of the document before it gets loaded up to a website and all that kind of thing. So we tend to forget, yeah, you've got operational capital, and operational capital will be applicable elsewhere as well, not just the academic field. And finally, you may well build social capital. You may do some peer reviewing yourself in the academic field, so you've got to know a journal, you've got to know perhaps somebody else at peer reviews. Even talking around departments, you may come across peer reviewers. So for any competency you develop through by any route, but you know, the dynamic development model I've been talking about, you will also develop expertise, operational, social capital, and this is applicable in employment fields as well.